utroskaber af sig. De nogen gab, de falder heim, musvelheim, ild i strå og falder yngre utroskaber af sig.
Welcome back, homies and honeys. We're back with some more Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. So, and my last time I played this game was Friday. This today, Monday. I played Friday. It was very late. It was like 4 in the morning. The internet went out. Stream just ended. I didn't come back. The internet could have been out for 5 minutes or 5 hours. Who knows? Yeah, it is what it is. So I kind of randomly just stopped in the middle. I was going somewhere. I was going to try to look around in that house for that quest for that lady. I don't know if I was supposed to be looking for something specific. Definitely a mark in here. Doesn't say like, hey. Let's say. Investigate the warehouse. Ain't showing nothing specific to interact with. Really happening. Saying anything. Just says investigate the warehouse. There's nothing in there. Nothing to interact with. There's not an NPC. There's nothing. Look around, but there's nothing like, hey, here's something for the quest, something on the ground, secret tunnel. It's weird, I can't get out of stealth right here for some reason. I don't know. Or if there's clues in this motherfucker. I don't know. Yeah, you got me, Granddad. Is there a dude over here? Oh. I know if you go in here and you talk to him, he asks you to do, gives you a quest. The red priest dude gives you a quest. And then if you go over there, you get another quest.
Well, look who it is. The one who reignited the men here. I must say I'm impressed. Fascinating. Tell me. The proper... I need someone... You've done for... But I'm sure... Like it, but help. So... Good. Once you start without position...
That's that quest. I had already talked to this dude, but then the game crashed and I lost the quest. What's up, J Bear? And this quest.
Open up, Ferkins. We get up. I've had an... What do you... Open up.
Not.
No, then. Come on. I don't know you unless... Ferket!
Get.
So now if I go talk to their captain... Fuck is... Oh, is this girl from the other spot?
You startled me.
Oh, it can't be.
Watch over us, now and in the hour of darkness. Keep us from the reach of the weird. Oh, by the All-Mother. You startled me, but please come in. It's been so long since I've had any company.
Soft locked on a speed run?
Oh, it's not your fault. These days everything frightens me. Come in, please. It's safer inside, and I've had enough of saying prayers to the walls. Ever since the weirdness took my husband, over a year now, perhaps his faith wasn't strong enough for the All-Mother, and he was punished. I have no family left. No one visits anymore. So I just sit here and pray for the All-Mother to spare me from whatever sin still clings to my soul. Thank you, dear. That's very kind of you. Take this. It's a charm I made. I left it by the All-Mother's shrine for 7 days and nights. May the goddess watch over you. No, but thank you, dear. I'll stay here and wait for whatever fate the All-Mother brings me. If you ever find yourself passing this way again, you could stop by. I won't ask for more than that.
My last save had the boss ignore my 3 summons and just target locked me, only chasing me around the arena until it shot me in time.
Cruel, maybe. But gods aren't meant to be kind. They're meant to be obeyed. And if Lanford failed her, then I mustn't.
absolute bullshit.
Oh, I know. This land is cursed, and sooner or later, those who stay will perish. I would go, but I don't believe I'd make it halfway. The road is long, and the weirdness creeps in at night. I've seen what it does to people. I don't want to end up like my Lanford. Go safely, and may the goddess protect you.
She gave me something. Interesting. Got a second town map on veteran at 1 hour 55. Now, did I already get the quest with the lady with the pig? Did it crash after I got that? Yeah, there it is right here. Got that quest. Alright. Never tried speed running? Are you asking me if I have, or are you talking about yourself? Why would I speed run I wouldn't speed run a game I never beat. So that's something I wouldn't. Beat the game first. Then I would think about doing other stuff with the game. Thing. No, I ran somewhere. I remember seeing dude. I just don't remember where. The captain. Like Craig?
Is that necessary? Thanks for the interest, but I'm not taking commissions anymore. That's really how you want to spend your time? There's no telling how much of it you've got left. Well, it's your life. Go on, have a look at my masterpieces, and pretend they mean something. My name's Delia. I spent years working in art. Mostly decorating walls and ceilings.
This one to the AI broke.
For Lord Yvain as well. It's only recently I realized what a waste of time it all was. I used to spend entire days in the studio, carving, painting, cutting off from the world. This whole business with Camelot opened my eyes. The men here was just there. I never thought it could go out forever. People have lived on Avalon for 600 years. How long have we got left before the weirdness swallows us whole? 5, maybe? How does art stop that? Has it ever protected anyone? Fed anyone? Driven the weird back? Or whatever crawled out of it? I want to do something. Help somehow. But what am I meant to say? Oh, your house is on fire. Don't panic. Come see me, I'll paint you a nice landscape. That's why I gave it up. I don't know what I'll do now. Maybe I'll try the hospital. They actually need people there.
I experienced the weirdness.
If relocation actually happens, I don't know if I'll go. The capital will need workers and sharp minds to try and delay the end of the world. Can't say I'd be much use.
Are you playing on PC? Or are you playing on console?
Maybe I shouldn't. But lately, it doesn't feel like the world's ending. It feels like it already has. People just haven't accepted it yet. You bought a house in Kunart, even though everyone else is leaving. Well, I won't lecture you on investments. I wasted my own time quite spectacularly. As for helping you decorate, I have to decline. Sorry, I don't see the point, especially with the weirdness about to flood the town. You mean go out with my head held high? Face the end and laugh in its face? There's something seductively romantic in that vision. Like shouting into the oncoming void. I'm still here. I still think and feel. All right. I'll take the commission. Tell me what you need from me.
Oh, she's one of these, like your boy in the South. I don't need nothing. That's where the lady with the pig is at, right? Right. Prison?
I swear, just a moment longer and I'll go knock some sense into that madman myself. Some lunatic. He's been going on about a giant crow flying over Kunart, claiming he's going to slay it. Sure. He was standing in the middle of the square, chucking stones at the sky and shouting that he'd chop its head off. When we tried to calm him down, he started flailing and screaming, "The beast! The beast!" So we locked him up. He could have hurt someone. And now he keeps yelling to let him out. I can't take it anymore, I swear. Oh, be my guest. I wish you luck. So far, no one's managed to shut him up.
How come he ain't screaming and yelling then?
Great heavens! It's you! Fate has brought us together once more, friend. What luck! 100-fold luck! Do you remember me? I'm Barak, the Cursed Knight. Well, not so cursed anymore, thanks to you. Of course, one does not forget a friend, after all. You must help me once more. These fools have locked me in a cell. They refuse to believe the beast is a danger to them. I just wanted to slay it, for I fear nothing anymore.
Oh, this was your boy that was stuck under the bridge talking about he can't come out or he gonna die.
A giant crow, harbinger of doom, a keeper of misfortune. I wouldn't be surprised if the very existence of that monster is why the people of Connacht are faring so poorly. Just as I was cursed once, they might be cursed as well. Ha! So I wasn't wrong. I'm not insane. You know what I'm talking about. If they don't want to help, I won't interfere. Just help me get out of here. I'll leave Connacht and let those folks fend for themselves. Maybe it shouldn't bother me so much. I promise I'll behave. Maybe yelling in the square and throwing stones was a bit too much. After everything I've been through, I don't want to die in a cell.
I heard you talk to that fool. Well then, did you get an earful about the beast? No. That's not how things work around here. You do something wrong, you pay a fine. And if you don't have the coin, you serve your time. That knight is a pauper. Not a single gold coin to his name. He has to serve his time. Well, yes, but I don't see why you'd want to do that. Besides, it's not exactly a small amount.
Oh shit.
This fellow's fine comes to a neat 5,000 gold.
5,000.
No. Well, maybe. I could use a stiff drink. Moonshine, whiskey, gin. My throat's dry as a bone, and I'd kill for a proper meal. Those Camelot folks dress me up in their fancy uniform, but they won't even give me a soldier's ration, damn it. Get me a hearty feast and a good drink, and I'll consider the fine paid.
Okay.
Well, not just any meal. I want you to prepare Camelot's delicacy for me.
Oh shit.
Do you know the last time I had a proper dinner? Exactly. You know what to do. Unless you'd rather pay the fine, be my guest.
It's leading to the... That's the quarantine zone. I don't remember where I seen that dude at. They're like captain dude.
Spare a coin for the hungry. Hello there. Looking for solid, affordable gear? You've come to the right place. Ah, but where are my manners? I'm Alwyn. And you, my dear stranger, look like you're in dire need of a resupply. Well, the men here doesn't seem to be on the verge of dying anymore, and with the Camelosians around, business is booming. The longer they stick around with nothing to spend their coin on but our stalls, the better for us. It's a bit of a shame I'll have to delay visiting my brother at the Horns of the South, but he'll understand. He always says he can't leave his stall for even a single day.
Okay, so here's those lanterns that I need for quests.
Elixirs, powders, ointments, got something for wounds, poisons, something to keep you on your feet through the night and help you survive the cold. And all of it made by my own hands, with science. No tricks, no vile spells. Yes, all magic is a scam, an illusion that pretends to give you something but always takes more in return. My elixirs work because they're based on knowledge and experience, not some fickle power from another world. Anyway, go ahead and read my anti-magic manifesto. I've laid it all out, why the magical plague must be wiped from Avalon.
Alright. This is the anti-magic set. Weird.
You doing okay? Welcome! I haven't seen you around before, but since you decided to visit, I can tell that you have excellent taste. One day, a friend of mine asked me if her new dress looked good, and I told her, "You have excellent taste." She was tickled pink and said, "Oh, do you really think so?" And I said, "Absolutely. After all, you came to me for advice." Now, let's get down to business. My name is Osmond. If you're in need of a bow or some arrows, I'm here to explain everything and offer you some advice. No. Good advice is always handy, especially when it comes from someone experienced. And believe me, when it comes to archery, I'm not just an expert. I'm beyond that. In fact, I'd be surprised if you found anyone on Avalon who knows more about it than I do. Well, find me someone else who's been doing this for over 40 years. Every aspect of it. Back in '84, I was chosen to represent Connacht in the team archery tournament. And I wasn't even a lick over 18 back then. During one round, we were shooting at targets 100 meters away. The target was the size of a small apple and the wind was blowing from the left. So, I took aim and wham! Right in the middle. Even the captain of the Camelot team jumped up and asked, "Have you got any more like this one? Maybe the boy would rather shoot for us." If you were older, you surely would have heard of me. I could have been the first of Avalon's archers. They almost knighted me. But as it happened, I joined the watch, got married, and, well, that was that. Hey, if only I'd had the common sense back then that I have now. About Connacht, what do you want to know? There's not much to say. They told us the men here's gone out, and now they want to move us along with it, but the way they're handling it, they've been here for weeks. If I were in charge of the Camelot troops, we'd have been done in 3 days. He's a good man, but that woman of his, oh, mother preserve me. She once set herself on fire along with half the mansion. Yvain nearly lost his life trying to save her. Honestly, I'd have just let her burn. She wants to go up in smoke, be my guest. It's a shame about the mansion, though. I was born here, and I've been shooting a bow ever since I was a wee lad. Even as a nipper, I had better aim than boys 5 years older than me. Around 81 or 82, I remember being allowed to practice with the adults, even though I was only 14 or so. One time, our master, we called him Uncle, gathered us in a meadow. He said, "Lads, we're gonna have a contest. Whoever shoots the farthest gets a honeyed apple and a beer from me." They were shooting and shooting, but I just took one glance, aimed, and whoosh. My arrow flew half again as far as their farthest shot. 300 meters, easily. So they turned to me and went, "Come on, Osmond, we can't compete with you. You always win." Osmond, you always win. That's what they said.
Oh no, it sounds like this guy's full of shit.
I could have joined Camelot's army. With my aim, they would have made me one of the royal archers. But leaving was tough, especially since the girls here love to watch me shoot. They'd squeal with delight every time.
Wow.
And in Camelot, during a war, who knows what might have happened, so I decided to stay in Connacht and join the Watch. In the Watch, I taught others to shoot.
Oh, he's still going.
Some loved those lessons so much they kept practicing even after sunset. So I'd ask them, "What are you doing here? You can't even see the target." And
I think we got a bullshitter on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're really excited about archery.
Professional bullshitter.
I kept participating in tournaments. People often bet against me, claiming I couldn't hit a bird in flight or a birch as thin as 2 fingers. I usually came out on top, earning a decent amount of money. But somehow it all just vanished over time. I quit the Watch and began trading in top quality bows and arrows. That's all there is to know about me. Oh, and I have an adult daughter, but I'm not sure if she's still around. She left Connacht and we lost touch. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I've written a letter to Lord Yvain, a few suggestions on how, in my view, he ought to handle this whole business with Camelot. Figured he could use a bit of advice from someone with strategic sense, a head for negotiation, and a touch of military experience. Would you take it to him? You've got younger legs, and I'd rather not leave my stall unattended. I'll give you a few coins for your trouble. Brilliant! Here you go. Just don't lose it. I've only got the one copy, and I've no mind to write it all out again. Hello. Coming back to me, I see.
Arrows, bunch of bows. Oh, okay. Well, I found well, I don't know about this nightshade bow, but I know I have one of these two. I know I got this one. I'm not sure about this one right here. This Arcanist bow. I might have it.
I envy you.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Hey.
You're not here to talk about the men here, are you? Oh, please say no. I've had my fill of that topic for a lifetime. Oh, there are far more exciting things to chat about. Like treasure hunting, for instance. You got a look about you. I bet you've been to some dangerous places, haven't you? I'm Bonksy, by the way. I'm an adventurer myself. I have a few trinkets to sell from my last expedition. Want to take a look? Oh, I'm not entirely sure. I'm just passing through. From what I understand, Camelot wants to move it to their place along with the inhabitants, but they prefer to stay. They want to live in one place their whole lives. Can you imagine that? Oh, all different kinds. Like the ones where you crawl through damp caves or cold tombs, dodge traps, and hope whatever's growling in the dark isn't hungry. Really? Oh, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, maybe I am, but I manage just fine. And I wouldn't trade this life for anything else. If I had to stay in one place, I'd die of boredom. I just take old, forgotten trinkets. They're no use for the dead anyway. It's not robbery if nobody's around to miss them. Think of it as giving treasures a second chance to shine.
Mm-hmm.
A trip to the caves by the bay in the south. The bandits set up a camp there, so I decided to go after their loot. After all, stealing from a thief isn't a crime, right? They were drunk, so I thought I could sneak in and grab the treasure without any trouble. But I guess I underestimated them. They caught on and started chasing me. 4 or 5 of them, I think. I made it to the exit, and then there was a giant ogre on the beach. I barely managed to slip past it, and the bandits backed off. You bet. Crazy stories like that keep happening to me all the time. I usually barely manage to escape with my life. And I owe all my luck to my magical hairpin.
Oh,
I picked it up from a delightful wandering merchant who goes by the name Malachi. He said the hairpin was blessed by the Lady of the Lake herself. Isn't he? Always with that cheeky grin and a tale to tell. Slowly but surely, in Connacht, fewer people than I expected are looking for artifacts, potion ingredients, or adventuring gear, so I'm counting on travelers. Like you. You must be interested in unique enchanted items, right? Oh, of course you are. I've got something, well, peculiar, but it comes with a fascinating story. It's a piece of armor I found on one of my expeditions. A beautiful knightly breastplate.
I don't wear knightly breastplates.
It screams in pain when it's struck. It's kind of funny, but I'm afraid not many people have the sense of humor to wear it. I'll let it go for a mere 200 coins. Oh no, really? Oh well, maybe another time. Unless someone else snatches it up first. Good to see you.
Oh, hello there.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything else? Spare a coin for the hungry.
Haven't seen your face around here before. A visitor, eh? Try to stay out of trouble. I'd rather not have to put your name on the bounty board. No, that'd be Sheena. I keep this camp running and make sure everyone's pulling their weight. Idle hands have no place in Camelot's army, especially not on a mission like this. Trouble is, we've got more work than men. So if you're looking to earn some coin, check the notice board. I've posted a few bounties. I can't spare any soldiers to deal with things outside of Connacht, but I'll be damned if I let those bandit scum run loose. I handle what makes soldiers fight. Sheena handles what keeps them comfortable. You want glory and gold? See me. You want a softer pillow or a warm meal? that's Sheena's domain. Legate Denham is in charge here. Sometimes I wonder if he upset someone higher up to get sent on this mission, because this place, it's a damn mess. Lord Yvain's acting like a maiden on her wedding night, the Red Priests are throwing their weight around, and the locals are ignoring the fact that they're all about to be swallowed by the weirdness. I have no idea how the Legate puts up with it all. But, well, at least he's got me to make sure his orders are carried out.
Give me 1 second, I gotta grab a drink. I am parched. Alright, we back.
I'm Immunis Askell. If you're here for war stories, forget it. I've no time to entertain idle curiosity. Most of the fighting's behind me now. I've traded my sword for paperwork. Not glamorous, but necessary. Once we're done here, maybe I'll finally retire. Then I'll have all the time in the world to spin tales for nosy brats like you.
Wow, Tommy trying to get his nips up? Crazy.
I'll await your return.
Ooh, my favorite. Lame Lorcan. Or Lorcan is a lame. Reward is available. Okay, don't really tell you much. Surveilling. Generous reward offered for the head of Surveilling. Disgraced a knight who poses a severe threat to all challengers. Alright. The Chill Heart. Nevera was exiled and has turned her lethal skills against all wielding a chilling power that leaves her victims frostbitten and lifeless. Kestel the Piercer. Sharpshooter roams the lands executing individuals. Alright, cool. Nice. Nice.
Ah, here's our troublemaker. You've really caused a stir around here with that spectacle in front of the Menhir. I had everything in order. The cart was ready, and people were all set to move to Camelot. But now, you appear out of nowhere, and suddenly a dying pile of stones lights up like a bonfire. That's bad. That's very bad. Firstly, because now I have to write yet another report to Camelot that we're going to be late, and that they need to send us even more supplies. Secondly, you've somehow reignited the Menhir, and this has reignited people's hopes that they can stay. and that's dangerous. And before you ask why it's dangerous, take a look around town. The recent Red Death outbreak took its toll, and I'm pretty sure things are just going to get worse and worse. But you should be thankful to them. Their hopes are the only reason we haven't locked you up for sabotaging our initiative. That's the assumption I decided to go with, and that's why we're talking. Perhaps there's still a chance to sort out this mess. You can go tell Murig that your presence doesn't change anything about our deal, and that you are unwilling to help with his endeavors, whatever they may be. And if he doesn't listen, play along, but come back to me when you learn what he has planned. Isn't it obvious? For the safety of all the residents of Avalon. Only by gathering the Meniers in one place and reigniting them will we be able to keep ourselves safe from the weirdness. Avalon's population has significantly declined over recent years. We're on the brink of extinction, damn it. That's why we need to stick together, to take care of each other. Only Camelot possesses the necessary infrastructure to establish the right conditions for its people. If they remain here, they will die, either from the weirdness itself or from the horde of monsters it spawns. And there aren't enough soldiers here for their protection. You must know that I didn't come here just to obey orders. I truly believe that this is the only way to save everyone on Avalon. Then at the very least, we'll have bought some time for those wiser than us to think of an alternative solution. Perhaps we will invade Tuathan, like in the glorious old days? Or perhaps someone will find a way to free the derelict fleet, allowing us return to the homelands. I don't know. But there's one thing I'm certain of, and I'll repeat it as often as necessary. Only by standing together can we overcome the weirdness. Scattering our people across the island is the worst solution, and it's a sure path to our ruin. Murig, who apparently prefers to be called Maggot, is a druid, even though he may not look the part. And druids are the only ones who know the rituals necessary to ignite the Meniers. Due to bad luck, or more accurately, the decisions of my superiors, our options for druids are limited. That's why I'm forced to work with Murig, and prophet be my witness, neither of us is happy about that. But I'm no fool. I know that what happened in front of the Menhir might make Murig consider double-crossing us. He'll try to find a way to reignite the Menhir so that it could stay in Kunok despite our agreement. So, if you ever find out what he's planning, if he ever asks you to fetch something for his ritual, you make sure you come to me first. Weird lanterns, you say? Of course, that sounds like Fabius. Always scheming. Always so subtle in his little power plays. It's obvious what he's really doing. Going behind my back to curry favor with the locals. He doesn't care about their crops or their lives. He just wants to be the hero of Kunok. Mark my words, whatever he's promised you, there's more to it. Fabius doesn't lift a finger unless it serves his interests. I don't like it, but I'll tolerate it, for now. Just don't let him drag you too deep into his games. There's more at stake here than he'd have you believe. What isn't he hiding? Fabius wraps himself in the guise of charity, but every move he makes serves the Red Church first and foremost. The lanterns? A means to anchor the Mynheer for their convenience, not for the farmer's sake. Don't let his piety fool you. It's just another tool. Yes, on my orders. Firkett needs to give me an explanation for a very unfortunate accident in which innocent soldiers were hurt. He's a local inventor, and as far as I know, doesn't have the best reputation in Connacht. At the moment, at least. There was a time when he was quite useful. He invented various machines for more efficient farming and other practical applications. But now he's apparently fixated on the weirdness, and he doesn't want to talk about anything else. People are afraid of him. Since you're already here, I might have a task for you. Firkett refuses to talk to my men, and the locals don't trust him. There's a slim chance that anyone would be willing to mediate the matter. But you, he doesn't know you. Perhaps he'll be more open with a stranger and confess the truth. So, are you interested? You can ask him if he set fire to our warehouse on purpose. You should also try to bring him in voluntarily, though knowing Firkett, that's unlikely. Do whatever you think is best. I just want to find out who is responsible for this accident and make an informed decision based on that. Here are the orders. Show them to the boys by the gate and they'll let you in to see Firkett. As soon as you find out what happened with Firkett, report back to me immediately.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Hope nothing bad happens today. Oh, well, that changes things. I still think he shouldn't be writing about something as serious as armor smithing, but if he's just a kid, I guess I can cut him some slack. A letter? Yeah, fine. Give it to me. I'll read it. On it. Well, damn it. That kid seems really nice. I'll write back to him. I'll reply to all his letters. I feel foolish for ever wishing him ill. He's just a young guy fascinated by the craft. If I'd heard my teenage self rambling about blacksmithing, I'd smacked myself over the head with a hammer. Thank you for finding him. Who knows? Maybe in a few years he'll grow into a really promising apprentice.
You're here.
Just keep your head down. Just passing through? Good.
Does it now? Very well. Tell Osmond that... what shall we tell him? That I thank him for his concern, and that I will take his advice under consideration.
I should stay out of trouble. You've come back. Be well.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Hello. Coming back to me, Gossip is for women and innkeepers. You should see Morag for that. She's both. She's a good one. About 3 years ago, I helped her fix her roof because her husband had died, and there was no one else to do it. She still mentions it. Osmond, you fixed that roof better than any roofer could. She tells me that every time she sees me. Oh? How did it go? Did he read it? What did he say? Ha! You see? I always say when someone speaks sense, even a lord perks up his ears. Good work. Here's the payment I promised.
You doing okay?
Have some spare food. Spare a coin for the hungry.
Nice to see you.
Gotta talk to this bookstore lady and buy a book for one of them dudes. Oh shit, it's Liliana. Oh shit.
Oh, forgive the mess. I didn't really have much choice about where to set up my things. Normally I'd be in a tavern, but, well, it looks like the tavern is closed until further notice. That means Varel's bookshop is the only place where I can read and work in peace. Oh, of course, my apologies. I'm Imran. My thoughts tend to drift far from the present. I'm a scholar of sorts, though not the kind that hides behind walls of parchment. My calling is to seek out traces of what was lost. Ruins, relics, anything older than old. And yes, I'm a Pict. Not many of us wander these lands, I know. Staying in one place isn't exactly in my nature. So I travel, I learn, I dig through the bones of the world hoping to find something more ancient than mankind. If you're asking out of politeness, let's just leave it at this. I thank you for your interest, but I won't give an answer. Trust me. I could talk the hind leg off a donkey. No need to waste time on such things. Wow! That's really kind of you. So, thanks to Varel's generosity, I managed to get my hands on a certain book. Well, once a book. Now it's just a pile of loose pages. However, these are some truly fascinating loose pages. They're the writings of a Dalariata scribe from nearly 6 centuries ago. Incredible, right? But what's even more astonishing is the content. This man describes encounters with people who knew nothing of King Arthur or the homelands. Nothing at all. Do you understand what that suggests? Ah, I'll tell you. It's so exciting. I suspect Avalon may have already been inhabited by a race similar to us, long before our arrival. I've traveled across much of the island, and I've come across some mentions of the people of Farpoint, a place far in the northernmost reaches of Avalon. Few have ever ventured there. perhaps the weirdness started to gather and ruin their crops, or made hunting more dangerous. Or maybe it was some sort of conflict that forced them to seek a new place on the island. Or perhaps they simply had a nomadic spirit. It's hard to say with the scraps of information I've managed to gather so far. And so, my friend, here we are, staring down the question, or rather the flood of questions that wouldn't leave me alone. Many Pigs I've known have prolonged contact with the weirdness. I thought it was just them, a bunch of lunatics, who first dared to embrace that strange force. And what if it was the first men who knew how to live alongside the weirdness? And think about it. If we could uncover how they did it, the possibilities would be endless. It could change everything. For now, I'm trying to pull together more valuable information from these writings. But honestly, I feel like I'm hitting a wall. I won't uncover anything new just sitting here. And unfortunately, I'm stuck here for the time being. I got injured on my way to Connacht, and I'm not quite back to my full strength yet. Oh, don't worry about that, really. It's more of a, let's call it an occupational hazard rather than an actual ailment. I have to give myself some time and everything will settle back into place. I'll be as fit as a fiddle, or whatever it is you say here. Yes, something like that. The Grotto of First Men. That tribal scribe detailed where it should be located. And I'm assuming you're asking for a reason, aren't you? I'd love to go there myself, but this is a matter of some importance to me. I don't want to wait for this one. So, if you're one of those bold souls who take such ventures, I'd be more than willing to entrust this task to you. Truly excellent. I'm deeply obliged, my friend. Here are the notes. They should guide you to the location. Return swiftly, and more importantly, safely. I'll eagerly be awaiting your return. The place seems to attract trouble. Not a good place, then. I'd run out of breath listing all the things that plague this place. And I haven't even been here that long. Of all the misfortunes these poor people are facing, I'd wager the men here is the gravest of them. The Red Death, troubling as it is, seems manageable, at least with the intervention of the priests. But the weirdness, shoot. If the men here goes out, these people will face a far greater peril than any sickness or human form of conflict. I heard she was a Dalariata who runs a bookshop in Connacht. I was a bit apprehensive about meeting her. I thought I'd find someone overly rattled and stripped of her own cultural heritage. But Varel, she's different. And I admire her work that she even bothers to do it. Sometimes, it feels like people have lost all interest in discovery. Whether it's the kind found in verses or the kind waiting out there in the wide world. Try not to get eaten by something weird out there.
Welcome to Varel's bookshop. No reading without buying. And if you're here for porn, kindly leave before you start.
If you're here for porn, just beat it. Just roll out. You ain't getting no smut here. Alright?
Hi. Not only can I read, I can even make recommendations. Imagine that. So, if you have a joke to tell, don't bother. I'm pretty sure I've heard them all. Perhaps it is. But you'd think that so-called civilized people would accept it with more grace. Hearing the same crude comments over and over again makes me feel like I've never left the training grounds. Then there are the braver ones who tell me I'm not welcome here. Hell, it's just like talking to my sister. They all have more in common than they think. Although mostly it's just prejudice. There's I know, but I know it might sound like I was some poor
Where's my
misunderstood
lusty
girl with
Aragonian
unusual
maids?
interests.
Oh.
But that wasn't the case. I was a rightful member of the tribe, and believe me, I didn't get my name for nothing. My father made sure of it. I just wasn't my sister. Funnily enough, she was the one who saw it as a problem. Vran believed that my lackey ambition to be the top Voker warrior somehow made her look bad. Every time I went to the temple to read in peace, she was on my ass about it. Until one day, she yelled at me to either step up or get the hell out of her tribe. You can guess the rest. Oh, great. How's she doing? Still on her path to becoming the pinnacle of tribal perfection? Of course she did. It doesn't surprise me that she decided to join a fanatic. Though it is amusing that she chose one capable of using compound sentences.
Wow.
She never believed in the power of words. But perhaps that's exactly why she ended up following a man who fed her beautiful lies. I am no sure. When they decide to kick you out and take your name, they make a whole ceremony of it. But I left pretty much the moment my sister stopped yelling. You don't have to be there for it though. Vran might have been pissed off enough to go through with it. So, maybe. I don't really care. I'm not going to stop using my name just because my little sister told me to. This shop belonged to my late husband. We met on the road. I was a mercenary hired to protect the caravan. He was a fine older gentleman, fascinated with a Del Rita lass who shared his love for books. It was a lethal combination for my poor heart. We didn't get near enough years together, but we were happy. We didn't have much family left, and they couldn't care less about this place, so he left it all to me. Well, I can't just take the shop and hitch it to a cart, can I? Although I suppose that might be more or less what I need to do. I didn't hate living here, you know. It was fine when my husband was still alive. I even thought people were starting to warm up to me. And then he died, and the respect died with him. And then Camelot arrived. Everything just went downhill for there. Before you ask... Oh, expecting a weein'? Congratulations! Lucky you. I don't think I've seen a newborn in Cunicht for as long as I've lived here. Is that so? How about you tell me the truth? Oh, is it now? Well, well, well. And why can't he come home and buy it himself? I do. The question is, do you? I bet he sold you some sob story about how a big bad Del Rita chased him off because he's a poor Camloshan soldier. Oh, that's precious. I chased him off because he couldn't take no for an answer. He came in and tried to seduce me. Told me he just loves to devour books. But he'd gladly do the same with me. Books, sure. Maybe for breakfast, to add variety to his military fare. When I told him I wasn't interested, he got all pissed off and called me an ugly, dumb savage. I only let him leave with his teeth intact to avoid proving him right. Tell you what, I'll sell you that book. But fair warning, I'll be sending his poor wife the story of Giron the Unfaithful, with a special edition forward for me. Deal? You presume a man like that can be taught reason? I'm afraid the book's lesson will be completely lost on him, if he even bothers to read it. He might just tear out a few pages every time he goes to the privy. Ha! Pleasure doing business with you. I hope his wife won't go easy on him. Well, I'm glad someone here is interested in my books. See you next time.
Nice to see you.
Oh, is that you, Roy? Have you finally come to visit your grandpa? I won't listen to this drivel. One more lie, and you'll all regret it. Anyone could write such nonsense. That's it. I've had enough of your scheming. Goodbye. Leave.
Damn it. Damn it. I know you tried. This isn't your fault. It's mine. Wilbur was my patient. I can't run this hospital all on my own. It's an impossible task.
Harambe!
Oh. One more. That's it. Goodbye.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter what you pick. You ain't saving him.
You doing okay? Damn it. Someone with money, preferably. I won't lie. I've thought about it already. More than once. Someone who can supply us with ingredients. Maybe an alchemist. To make the medicines. At one point, I even considered asking the Red Priests for help. But Neonte would have my head. Then I thought about Orwin and the Merchants' Union. But I can't abandon the patients. Just to have a long discussion about the business prospects of a failing hospital. Huh. What doesn't she have against them? First, she abhors the doctrine of K. On a purely theological level. Her words, not mine. And then it's all about politics. She says the influence of the Red Church is undermining the position of the All-Mother on Avalon. I don't know. Maybe people just turn to whoever is willing to help. If the priestesses aren't enough, someone has to step in. I know. That's why I'm hesitant. But some of them are also quite innovative. No one can deny that their research into the Red Death has led to real progress in medicine. I suppose, if I were ever to run a hospital with one, I'd have to make sure they don't get too ambitious. You do that? For me? Why? I just told you the hospital has no money. I can't pay you for your efforts. That's very noble of you. But still, when the hospital is back on its feet, I'll find a way to repay you. Thank you. Even if it doesn't work out. Your offer means the world to me. I've been alone with this for so long. It's good to finally have some hope.
Spare a coin for the ogre.
If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
Hi. Have you had a chance to drop by the bookshop yet?
What? I wasn't harassing her. I was just being friendly. I don't see what the big deal is. Besides, she should be grateful. I bet a savage like her doesn't get all that many compliments, especially not from men like me. What? That bitch? I'll teach her what happens to people who try to get smart with me. You mark my words.
Thank you for the warning. I'll have to write a letter to my wife. She'll forgive and forget, I'm sure of it.
Here's your money and a little extra. You've done a good deed. You must be exhausted. You've been running through my thoughts all night.
Oh, what are you trying to hit on me? Oh, pervert. I never found this quest. Yeah, I don't even see that quest. I don't even know anybody named Katrina. Yeah, I never found that quest. Huh.
Put that away before you regret it.
Who told you that? The Dalriata? I've never paid a single gold coin to any Dalriata for deserters. Not even once in my life. However, there is some truth to what you've heard.
Wait, what?
You see, it's hard to keep the men's morale up in these uncertain times. It's really no wonder that every once in a while, some of them try to desert. Still, this is the military. Desertion is unacceptable and will always be punishable by death. Camelot especially insists on nipping that problem in the bud. So if you do take care of the deserters, you can be sure you'll be rewarded. Asgard will pay out bounties for each and every scalp you manage to bring him. Anything else? Me? There's not much I can do right now. I have to stay in Cunnacht with my men until we get the locals to consider moving to Camelot. But if someone were willing to handle them in whatever way they saw fit, as long as they stop being a threat to my men and the people here, they'd have my thanks. But all this should stay between us and on the down low. I get that. Just remember, if you change your mind, you know where to find me. If only it were just one. Sorry. You're talking about the poor man in hospital, right? He's a scout. We've been preparing to evacuate the residents, and I sent him out a while back to make sure the route to Camelot was safe and clear. Looks like he tried to take a shortcut through the waterworks. That's where they found him, babbling and talking nonsense. The weirdness must have caught him. Pray to the All-Mother. Although, truth be told, although I've seen plenty fall victim to the weirdness, I've yet to see any divine intervention from our goddess. But you could help me. You look like someone who's seen a fair bit of Avalon and isn't afraid to travel alone. I could use someone like that to finish the job my scout couldn't complete. Of course, you'd be properly compensated. Take the road to Camelot, all the way to the Iron Gate, and report back on whether it's clear. Handle any smaller threats yourself, and tell me about any larger ones. The sooner the better. Think you can manage that? Great. Head out then. No need to write a report. Just come see me when you're back. I'll await your return.
Watch yourself.
If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
Careful with that. If it's quality... Good day. She is. That's interesting news. Though I had no idea the hospital had financial problems. I thought it was funded by our brave Camelosian army. Or was it Lord Yvain? I can never remember. That I don't doubt. But you see, I prefer it when business is simple. Complicated sounds like the opposite of a good opportunity. That's true. But in Connacht, people would sooner dig up their grandmother's miracle recipes than pay for something they used to get for free. I need some concrete ideas. Don't let Legged Denholm hear you say that. Well, at least not until we've made it happen. With how people feel about Camelot, a move like that could make the Merchants' Union popular enough to topple Lord Yvain. Not that we'd actually want to do that, of course. I can see you've put some thought into this. I can't stand when people pitch me a business opportunity and expect me to figure everything out for them. Not just me, I hope. We'll need backing from the rest of the Merchants' Union. Start with Bonksy and Osmond. Get them to join in. And talk to Erwin, since we'll need an alchemist. The more support we have, the better.
I wasn't expecting company.
Good to see you. I do. I've started calling it the Wailing Armor. Want to buy it? It's yours for 200 coins. Wonderful. Here it is. Oh, one more thing. This armor came with a letter. I found both in the ancestral tomb of the Gévaudan family. Oh, I'm a little jealous, to be honest. This sounds like the beginning of an exciting adventure. I chased the trail myself. But first, I need to sell off my finds so I can travel light. With a full coin purse, of course.
Need for that, is there?
Good to see you. Livestream. Good to see. I don't know. I got an offer to supply ingredients for healing potions. But honestly, That doesn't sound very exciting. My adventures are more about leaping over chasms and escaping collapsing ruins than gathering wildflowers. Maybe so, but it's still not worth spending as much time on it as Alwyn wants. I could be exploring underground labyrinths or running from guards across rooftops instead. You know what? You're right. That could work. I can't go anywhere until I sell off all my wares. How about it? Want to take the lot? I'll give you a big discount. Yes? Did you manage to scrape together the money? Oh, I hope so. I'm starting to feel like I'm rooted to this spot. Fantastic! If you don't need something, you can always sell it later, and even make a profit. Let Alwyn know I'm in, and I can't wait for my first trip to gather ingredients. There's always treasure for those brave enough to look.
Oh! Hello there!
Nice to see you.
Hello again. What do you need today? Ha! I'm not surprised he's asking me. Without my financial backing and, more importantly, my experience, most of the guild's investments wouldn't stand a chance. They really value my involvement, and that gives me leverage. In other words, I can do a bit of bargaining. Have you heard the legend of Robbie of Grubwood? A bandit who stole from rich merchants and gave the gold to commoners. They say he was an incredible archer. At least, that's how the story goes. People say the same about me, but I'm still waiting for someone to write a song about me, like they did for Robbie. It's only a matter of time. Robbie's long dead. I heard someone in his gang betrayed him. He's buried in a tomb not far from here, along with his bow. And that bow has been on my mind for a while now, you see. According to legend, it's made from centuries-old yew, and enchanted by a druid whose life Robbie once saved. Bring me that bow, and I'll support Alwyn's investment. What do you say? That's what I like to hear. I always say sticking close to older, more experienced folks is worth it. There's so much you can learn from them. Am I right? Of course I am! What about it? You found it? Then what are you waiting for? When I was your age, I'd already have been there and back twice by now.
Oh, hello there.
you point that.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
If I just stay put, everything...
You sure about that?
I die! Back to your hovel, coward! Back to your hovel, coward! Show me what you are made of! Show me what you are made of! Such a cheap shot! I'll strike you down! Tis but a scratch!
You'll fall to my sword! I've had worse!
Such a cheap shot! Show me what you are made of!
Such a cheap shot!
I'll get you back tenfold! You'll fall to my sword! Oh, God! I've had worse!
I see fear in your eyes!
I'll strike you down! Your arm won't save you! I'll strike you down!
Hold your ground, men.
I will be your downfall!
Back to your hovel, coward!
Show me what you are made of!
I'll get you back tenfold!
Cheap shot! Your armor won't save you!
You'll pay for that insult!
I will be your downfall! Your armor won't save you! Blow for blow! Blow for blow!
You're nothing!
Here's just a flesh wound! Your armor won't save you! I'll strike you down!
I will be your downfall!
I've had worse!
Show me what you're made of!
I will be your downfall!
This fight is mine!
It's but a scratch!
You'll pay for that insult!
Tis just a flesh wound! Such a cheap shot! I see fear. Show me what you are made of! You are nothing but a... I've had worse. Here's but a scratch. Such a cheap shot! You are nothing but a peasant! Back to your hovel! I will be your downfall! Someone's out there. Your gold belongs to us. That's what you got. You're only making me angrier. Oh well, it's ours. Your money or your love? This is going to hurt. You'll regret this. Your wealth is ours. You'll regret this! This is my lucky day! It's going to hurt. Your wealth is ours! Your road ends here!
Boy, I realize I need to like upgrade my armor, upgrade my weapons, use some of them gems, because these boys out here are hitting incredibly hard. Mom's pie. I need to make this for your boy, dude in a prison cell. Or for the guard at the prison. Only got 86. Check that triple threat bow we just got. You need nine dicks. 9 dicks. Images lacking. The blacksmith here ain't working, so if I do the quests, I gotta go to the Horns of the South. Talk to your boy. Definitely gotta upgrade.
It's nice to have a break.
I don't. Bro. I swore I had a bunch of this stuff in his dash. Wait. Upgrade that? Rippin'? Romance +1.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
Oh, I got a bunch of leather. I know that. Six arrows. And not have no. Gotta have some ish. I don't know if I want to upgrade both of them or swap back to a poison knife. They lack damage though. Kinda wish it told you how many you had. Oh, I got some of them gems. I don't know if you... Oh, you need to add a slot? Cost money. Alright, that's how it works. I took all these shit though. Hold it. Don't need. That's for West or something. Probably gonna hit. Oh, we're Ash bodies dude up there.
Sometimes it's nice to just sit and think.
That up for now. I ain't gonna keep. Never gonna use that. Lifesteal. Wonder if I should put that on a dagger. I got a poison one too. But is it like... Weapon now applies burning. Flicks burn. Difference, I think. I think one is like instant, right? Weapon now applies burning, I think just straight burns the enemy. Put them on fire. This one is like, well, it afflicts it, but you gotta build it up. That's what I think. What I could do is I could pull this. Is what I'll do. We'll find out. Science. We'll save it. Put them in. Unlock the slots. Put them in. See what happens. See how they operate.
I like it when things are quiet.
Because I'm not sure. Like, Afflict might not be as good as just straight, like, applies bleed might just give them bleed stacks with each hit. Afflicts bleed might be you need to hit them multiple times to stack it to get it to actually build up. And that might not be that great. Oh, I need to know first. We're gonna come here, attach relic. We're gonna go to daggers, which this one is gonna unlock this. Apply that. Oh, you can fucking just take them out. That's craziness. Huh? Very curious. I need to hit something.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
Oh, wait, he might die. Dead. The dude, corpse shitter. That's it. Oh. This. One needs to be this hand specifically. This motherfucker, other one still over here. It's about to be nighttime too. It's about to get crazy. God instant. Damage is real high. That's a bleed stack, but I don't know if that... See, there's no bleed there. Yeah, it's hard to tell because of the... It's hard to tell because of the bleed I have, which I don't think is that great.
Always good to have a little rest.
It's here. Take that out. The poison one in. I didn't know you can actually take those shards out. I thought they were like, you know, once you put them in, they're in there. Now I need to be able to like hit something and see what the is it 100% applies poison? Is it like a small chance? That was like 100% put poison on him. That didn't, but we're like just fucking one-shotting these dudes at this point. And this is not a good place to test either, at all. I'm gonna have to go to the other place and fight something that actually can take a hit. Go on, girl. You doing, chili mama? Hmm? Let me look and see. Maybe they tell you something, you know. No. Nothing. Flicks poison. Something. Little bit beefier. And I could come up here and mess with these dudes that your boy wants me to kill. Oh my god, wow. The second crash this stream. The game is definitely struggling on console between loading areas and shit. That's usually where I'm experiencing these crashes. I gotta go all the way back and do all that shit over again.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
The PS6 nonsense. 60 daggers too. Unlock the slot. And now that I know that you can take things out, you just put whatever you want in whatever.
What a nice day.
I don't increase my max health. Reduce my stamina costs. Multiply my stamina regen. Go ahead and put that in there. Any slots on anything else? Need some HP after killing some shit. Wrong buttons. Wait, I didn't spend so much money doing this shit. Okay. Now. Gotta put the +1 in. Right.
Are you hiding from someone?
Oh, I was. I used to be, Granddad. I used to be. Stop scratching that screen, Chili. Hi, Defiant. I'll wait. Bro, I know you just ain't gonna just stand in front of the monitor like that. What you doing, Chill Bill? I'm getting in the way, huh? What you doing? Try this again. Science. Damn, it's after 12 already. He told me if I kill these dudes, I'm gonna save it again. Probably shouldn't sneak attack this dude, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Talk to him.
And? How do you like it here? Not bad, is it? Why did you have to go and ask, huh? Now our business is ruined. Of course we didn't go directly to him, you idiot. We're not stupid enough to approach a Camelot legate in the middle of an occupied village. We're Dalrita. Moron. We had contacts. It was an ideal setup. But now it's all going to fall apart. Because you couldn't keep your mouth shut. Eh? Ah, so you've met Emery. It's all talk. Don't worry about it. Do we fight now? Be quiet. I don't know yet. You wouldn't be asking if you didn't think there was something in it for you. Well, you don't say anything to anyone, and we won't kill you. We might even let you in on the goods we happen to collect during this noble work. So, what's it going to be? Gold or a fight? Ha! That's exactly what I wanted to hear. See? I told you all was not lost. Here's your share. Keep your mouth shut, and there'll be more where that came from. Come back in a few days. There might be more waiting for you.
Okay. Give me money. XP. And I didn't even have to kill him. Wonder if we got the dude to respawn down here. I need a test dummy.
Face every threat.
Go, bro.
Show me what you are made of.
Lead. The poison's definitely not 100%.
Your armor
He ain't get poisoned at all. Oh, did I not put him in there? I can put it in. I didn't put none of these things in. No, I put those in, but I did. Fuck.
You are nothing but a...
Didn't fucking attach the poison fucking relic to the goddamn dagger, and that was like the whole fucking point. I like did all my armor up, but didn't do the fucking dagger. I gotta go like all the way back, reload, sit through the 2 loading screens because it's definitely 2. Fuck. Hope the game don't crash again.
I like it when things are quiet. Have a good night, Defiant. I'm probably gonna go to bed shortly. Tired. I've been up since like 7. Try this again.
Prepare for battle.
There's poison. It lasted 1 whole second, so no. It looks like it's a... Alright, so... I got my answer though. So it's you need to hit them multiple times, get the poison to build up. That's not good. There's probably another version. If there's a double, like one that applies burn and then one that inflicts burn, we're looking for apply bleed, apply poison, right? That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. This just has a chance to inflict the poison, and then you gotta hit them multiple times to build it up to be a stack of poison. Not what I'm looking for. Oh, now I understand. Isn't there a teleport around? Thought there was some red caps up here or some shit. I got all these damn relics in my inventory. We're gonna sell some of that armor. I got so many of these fucking spells, I can't even use half of them. Oh, I got 2 of those. So. Feed.
No need for that, is there? Hello again.
Got that bow from earning a bounty to sell all that bullshit. I'm broke. I done spend all my money on stupid shit. Now I gotta remember. That way. Hey. How's the bridging?
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
If I just stay put.
Good. Yes? You managed to catch Lame Lorcan. Well done. I didn't know him personally, but he used to be a scout in Camelot's army. One day, he went on a mission and returned with a nasty wound above his knee. Supposedly, a weird beast got him, but he managed to kill it and drag himself back to camp. After that, he started to change, becoming more and more aggressive. Eventually, he began shooting people with his bow for no reason.
Popping
He was hiding
dudes
in the area, occasionally attacking people. And if it weren't for you, he'd still be doing it. Thank you. Here's your reward. Hey, care to humor an old soldier with a friendly spar? These bones could use some warming up.
He wants to fight me? Alright.
That's the spirit. Let's see if I've still got some fight left in me. Now we're talking.
That's it! You're dead!
Not bad.
Taking like no damage from this dude.
Oh, you're gonna pay for that! Damn it all, that was pathetic. 2 strikes and I'm on my ass.
It wasn't. It was like 200. What are you talking about? 2 strikes.
I used to be a force to be reckoned with. Now I'm just an old fool, shuffling papers and barking orders. Don't you dare patronize me!
Oh shit.
I know what I am. Weak. Useless. A damn shadow of the soldier I used to be. But I'll tell you this. I'm not ready to go down without a fight. There's still fire in these old bones. It's just dampened. Exercise? I don't have time for that. I'll be in the grave before I see results.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I need something faster. Something stronger.
You mean magic?
Exactly. You're quick. I'll give you that. There are potions, elixirs, things out there that can bring back the strength I've lost. I need one of those. Not some quack remedy, mind you. Something real. Something powerful. If I knew, I'd have fetched it myself. But there's talk of alchemists in the region who dabble in such things. And if anyone's got the gall to brave the wilds for it, it's you. I've also heard about some powerful stuff from the Dalrieta tribes.
Lurker potion.
I'm not a fan of those folks, but if it works as they say it does, I'll take it. Good. You'll be paid, of course. Just bring it quick, all right? The idea of sitting around like this for another day is unbearable.
Oh.
I'll await your return. I'll await.
Oh, there's another one? Born of the Bloodhound. Critical bounty. What he has to say.
I'll await your return.
Nothing. Oh, that's not stealing, I'll take it. What a damn rope. I need money now, so I'm taking everything. Should I get sold? 2 pennies or whatever. opening the chest is stealing, but all this other shit is fine. It's fair game. Okay.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
Oh, hello there. Hello there.
I was making my way like up here, but apparently I went the wrong way. Tomatoes. Are there people here?
You sure about that? Another one? We've had enough strangers in Connacht. You lot bring nothing but trouble.
Wow.
Which ones do you want to hear about? The Camelotians who want to take Armenier and rob us of our land? Or the Red Priests knocking on everyone's door and dragging people out into the streets? We already had enough problems without all those prissy arseholes adding to them. Aye, more of them every day, and no just in the village either. I saw a few of the younger ones wandering around outside, looking for trouble. They say they're looking for people sick with the Red Death, but all they do is drag decent people out of their homes and haul them off to all mother knows where. And people still get taken by the plague, so what good are they? Bunch of quacks. The Camelotians are saying our Mynheer is dying, and when it goes out, we'll get snuffed by the weirdness. Vipers, the lot of them. Yvain brought them here a while ago to help with the Coon Act. That's what he told us anyway. And now? Now they want to take our Mynheer. Pah! Not just the Mynheer. They want to take everything. They're saying all the folks here will have to move. All mother only knows where. My old man won't hear a word of it. And you know what? I don't blame him. We've worked too hard. We've gone through too much to just leave everything behind. I know some do. The two brothers from the neighboring farm, they can't wait to be rid of that place. But it's no wonder, with the life they've had there. Not to sound like an old woman, but I'd say their farm is cursed. You see, there's an old well on their field, right at the very edge. If you go there at night, you can hear something wailing and growling inside. Truth be told, if I were in their shoes, I'd have run for the hills ages ago. Aye, why no? Everyone says me auntie's girl got touched by the weirdness, but she's still here, ain't she? Besides, we know the weirdness. We live with it every day. If it kills me, then so be it. There's no much left for me in this world anyway. Our priestess, or rather, Yvain's priestess, because we haven't seen hide nor hair of her in ages. She took Ailey in, and that ended up being a blessing for us all. She might be a little odd with that eye of hers, but she's a sweet girl. Go talk to her and you'll see. I might be an old woman, but I am no one to gossip. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Makes no difference to me. They could promise me a palace and I still wouldn't leave. This farm belonged to my father, and it belonged to his father before him. When my older brother died, I promised Pa I would nae let this place fall to ruin. I hoped to pass this land on to my children, but, well, they ended up buried in it. It's only fair that I should rest here with them. Ha! Welcome in, you say, when your lot just barges in and takes whatever you please. Like old Norm's woodshed. That got requisitioned by Camelot. They shoved some fancy paper in his face and said, "This is ours now." They say it's all fair because Norm got compensated. But what about us, huh? We lent Norm our best axe ages ago, and he left it in that bloody shed. Oh, I tried. They told me everything in that shed now belongs to Camelot. And if I've got a problem, I should go take it up with Norm, since they gave him money for it. Problem is, that coward packed up and left the same day. Either they paid him too much coin for that hovel, or he wanted to be long gone before they checked the place over too close. I don't know. I don't go poking around in other folks' business. But Norm, he was a quiet one. Kept to himself mostly, though he had a temper on him. Rumor has it a debt collector came to his place once and never came back out. Not that anyone ever found proof that he had anything to do with it, mind you. And it's not like anyone here would shed a tear for one of those leeches. But it could all be hogwash. Maybe the fellow just got eaten by something out on the road. We'll never know. Nah, they bolted it shut and took off. No clue if they're even using it. But if I tried to get our axe back and they caught me, they'd throw me in for theft. For theft! Can you imagine? Of my own property! Why? Huh. Maybe you do. But I don't trust folks who offer things for free. They always want something sooner or later. We may not have much, but we're honest folk. Bring me back that axe and I'll pay you. Just don't get caught. Pumpkin seeds? Nah. We may not be very picky when it comes to our food, but...
That's what I was looking for, because I got a quest for that dude down there in the south.
Ask my husband, though. I've told him to toss them all out, but knowing Reese, he's likely just stashed them somewhere.
I thought so. When I seen the farm, I was like, oh, I might be able to get them pumpkins. It's funny.
Well, if you want to buy eggs, go talk to the missus. Though consider yourself warned. You eat them at your own peril. No need to worry. Yeah, the missus told me to say that to anyone asking after the eggs. Or grains, or veggies, or anything, really. So they know not to come crying if they find ears growing in unmentionable places. Not that it happens very often. Just, you know, what you see is what you get. Nothing wrong. Well, not at the moment. We'll see how the next crop comes in. It's been a bit hit and miss lately. The wheat was a nice surprise because, you know, it's... well, it's the wrong season. We were worried about the glowing. But it turned out to be perfectly good wheat. On the other hand, turnips, not so good. We fed them to the pig as we always do, and it turned her inside out. Poor thing, eh? maybe it's time to move the plots within the range of the weirdness repellents again. Aye, that we do. It was getting into the crops one way or the other, so why not use it, you know? You see, with the weirdness, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. But the good has saved us from starving to death. I ate potatoes that looked like pig hearts and carrots that tasted like what standing in a field in the middle of the night feels like. All perfectly nice food. I say, it's better to have a meal that's a tiny bit different than what you're used to, than not to have one at all. Aye, it may be. But it's not like we got a long stretch to live, the missus and I. We didn't want to just lie down and wait for death. And I bet we ain't the only ones. What else are folks to do in this blasted weather? All ready for winter, but winter won't come. And if winter won't come, neither will spring. The last normal harvest came and went ages ago. I'm telling you, if not for the weirdness, we'd all be dead by now. And make my missus a widow? Ha! The whole area's full of monsters, and they sure ain't edible. We tried that once, and, well, let's just say we never tried it again. I see. You're with those Camelotians who want to run us out. We've already told your lot. We ain't going anywhere. If we die here, then so be it. And I ain't talking about it no more, so don't even try. Pumpkins, you say? Oh, I don't know. Are you sure about that? Well, see, with most crops, you plant them in the weirdness, and maybe they turn out all right, or maybe they turn out weird-touched. But pumpkins, they're a whole different story. They bloody love the weirdness. Or the weirdness loves them, I'm not sure. Either way, they always end up weird-touched. If you're lucky, they'll just grow really big and make you see everything in orange. If you're not, they might grow teeth that eat your entire family.
Wow.
Aye, that's what I heard from old Frankie. May he rest in peace. He once saw it with his own eyes on an abandoned farm. Rotting pumpkins with bit of arms and legs sticking out of them. Still, Frankie took the seeds, because he wasn't one to let things go to waste. He gave some to me, but I've never been brave enough to plant them. Tore his foot on a rusted nail. Oh, and I'm telling you, lockjaw ain't pretty on anyone. But on Frankie, gave me nightmares for a week. Oh, I just don't like to throw things away. All right then, it's your funeral. Oh, that's gonna be a weird one, that's for sure.
I got the pumpkin seeds.
Eyes forward and mind your step.
Oh, a lot of quests in it now.
Can't sell Daisy. We're gonna need her. What we're going to need is money. And she'll fetch a good price. We still need to move somehow, don't we? She could pull the cart.
We have clover for that. Look,
I know how much this horse means to you, but I've already talked to Dinholm. He's willing to pay a lot of gold for her.
But what if we...
No, Gil. Enough. We're selling her, and that's that.
Oh, they just left. We're selling her. That's that. That's fine.
Oh, hello there. I hope that Camelotian knows what a treasure he's getting. Daisy's not just any horse. She's the best one he'll ever have. I guess. I've spent a lot of time with him. Rob would always send me to the stables when I was getting underfoot. He'd say, "Gil, you go to the stables and don't you show your face again until I tell you." I guess I must have been an annoying kid. I do. Pa had to borrow money from Grandpa to buy it, and he had to work so hard to prove that he deserved it. After he and Ma passed away, Rob kept on working, and I did my best to help. Grandpa was, well, I don't know. I didn't see much of him in those days. And now we're supposed to just leave after everything. It feels like we're letting him down. Have a nice day.
If you're interested in buying a horse, look somewhere else. This one's spoken for. She'll be going all the way to Camelot. Aye. Man's name is Dinholm. Seems important. Lots of men with him. They're here for the minute. Haven't you heard? They're moving everyone. Something to do with that men here of ours. Don't really care either way. As long as they keep their promises and give us a better place to live. Aye, and Ma and Pa would rather us alive somewhere else than dead here. Don't know yet, but we're strong and we're not afraid of hard work. I'm a decent carpenter, and Gil is good with horses. I'm sure we'll find something for ourselves. Sure, are you? You willing to pay 300 gold? Well, then you won't get Daisy. She'll be going to Dinholm in a few days. If you have enough gold by then, we can make a deal.
Okay.
I know. He loves this place, and he loves his horses. I'd rather just forget all about it. Gil's memories of this farm are different from my own, and I only have myself to blame. Mind you, I don't regret any of it, but it sure doesn't make things easier with him. That's one way of putting it. His farm belonged to our grandfather. My parents were tending it, but he was the one in charge. Both Ma and Pa died when Gil was still small. That left us with just dear old Grandpa. And he was a nasty piece of work. He told you that, eh? But yeah, if I saw that old bastard getting drunk, I just told Gil to go tend the horses. Grandpa had a heavy hand, and Gil was really small back then. I was scared that he'd hit him too hard. I bet Gil thinks I always did it because he was pissing me off. Drunk most of the time. Built like a barn door. That's something Gil got from him, I guess. He liked beating me to a pulp and telling me I was worthless. I remember he had this belt with a heavy iron buckle, shaped like a horse's head. He got it for his service as the master of horses at Warrior's Fair. Man, That one hit hard. Shame the old codger took it with him to his grave. I wish I could have kept it. So when I see some lowlife beating their kid, I could use it on them just like Grandpa taught me.
Goddamn.
Aye, it was. Until one day, Gil told me that he saw Grandpa pissed drunk and walking into the woods. I prayed that something would just eat the old bastard. And I guess for the first time in my life, my prayers were answered. And what? Let him die to the weirdness? Are you insane? I've not spent years of my life making sure he doesn't get killed just to stop now. Besides, Camelot's not asking. You either leave with everything you own, or they'll make you leave with only the clothes on your back. Yeah, they're doing their job. For now. But let's not kid ourselves. This is a delay, not a solution. We've got time to think, and that's about it. I've seen enough to know this place isn't safe. Staying means taking a gamble, and I'm not a fan of bad odds. We should leave while we still can. If it gets worse, we'll have no choice but to leave. I just hope we'll have something worth bringing with us when that time comes. Have a good day.
Sometimes it's good to just sit and think.
Always a pleasure to see you. Hey there, traveler. Better not go much further tonight. Strange things tend to assail our lands with the wilderness on the rise. Oh, it's quite the lineup out there. We've got creeping shadows and gnashing beasts that start to lurk as soon as the sun dips. They're more than just ghost stories now. They're right on our doorstep, and they seem to get bolder with each passing night. And miss all the action? No way. The folks here are stubborn, won't leave their lands. They need protection, and I'm here to give it. Plus, I get to be on the front lines if anything happens. Sure thing, I've got fire arrows. They work wonders against those creatures. It seems like they hate fire even more than I love the thrill of a good skirmish. I can part with some for a few coins. Helps you, helps me. That makes the night watch feel less like a chore and more like preparation for the big leagues. Take care out.
Evening, traveler. Wouldn't wander out there if I were you. Nights are getting darker, and the weirdness seems to creep closer every cursed night. Are you really that out of the loop? Monsters. The kind that don't fancy staying put in old drunkards' tales. And they're getting bolder, coming closer to the fields. These stubborn soil kissers here won't budge, clinging to their rotten roots like it's all golden. And
this NPC is bugged the hell out. His mouth ain't even moving.
So, here I stand. Well, I might have something that could light your way and singe a monster or two while you're at it. Fire arrows. These beasts hate fire even more than I hate my posting. For a few coins, they're all yours. Helps me sleep easier knowing I'm peddling more than just warnings. Good luck out there.
Are you looking to buy the mill? It's seen better days, that's for sure. Even when my good-for-nothing father was alive. It needs work, but everything does if you want it to be worth something, right? Ah, well, I see. I thought the Lord was looking to sell it again, but that wouldn't make much sense, would it? I overheard people talking about leaving. Who in their right mind would buy a haunted mill in a dead village? Maybe when it finally falls apart, I'll go with it. Oh, my father owned the mill once. Then after he passed, my brother took it. Then his children, then theirs. As for me, I died as the miller's daughter for the terrible crime of being the miller's daughter. The truth is, I don't remember my name. It's been so long since anyone living has spoken it. It was stupid. You see, my father was a drunkard who liked to brag, and the more he drank, the more he bragged. The problem was, not a single word he said was ever true. And for some reason, he decided to tell people I could spin gold from straw. That ridiculous rumor made its way to King Sagramore. He locked me in a cell full of straw and told me it had to be spun into gold by morning. Well, what do you think happened? I sat in that cell, choking on the stench of rotting straw, and cried. Then I screamed myself hoarse, begging someone, anyone, to let me out. By morning, my throat was dry as parchment and full of dust. But when the first rays of sunlight streamed through the tiny window, I cried again. I remember shaking all the way to the block, but my last thought was of my father, and oh, it was vicious. I don't know. One moment I was dead, and the next, well, I was still dead, but I was home again. It was like looking through a veil, still in this world, yet no longer part of it. Every beam and plank so familiar, yet not. He hanged himself, right there from that beam. I visited him, in dreams and in the waking world, until he couldn't take it anymore. I overheard someone say it must have been the guilt of my death gnawing at him. Stupid people. He wouldn't have felt a shred of guilt if I hadn't reminded him. First of all, he wasn't a king. He just liked calling himself that. Now that I think about it, surely that wasn't allowed, was it? He was a small, jittery man, yet in that cell, he loomed so large over me. I wonder, did he too lose his head for claiming to be something he was not? I'm not sure. I've seen the sun rise and set so many times. I stopped counting. What would be the point? Time means nothing to me. Through the cracks in the walls, I watched the seasons change. I listened to the millstones turn, until one day, it all stopped. The mill, the seasons, now everything is so still, death-like, almost. It was beautiful, actually. The fields shimmered pale gold in the sun, carrying the scent of warm dust and ripe grain. The whitewashed walls made the town glow. And the men here, I always liked our men here, you know. It looks a bit frightening, but it always felt warm. It used to, at least. Now it feels more like me with each passing day. Help? Why would I need help? I'm fine. Nothing hurts. I can see everything through the windows and the cracks in the walls. I can watch the mice in the corner all day, and no one scolds me for lazing around. I'm content. But it's kind of you to ask. People don't always care about the well-being of strangers, especially ones who are already dead. Come by again if you feel like talking. I don't mind the company.
That was interesting. Heard two different stories about drunk people doing dumb shit.
Just passing through? Good. Welcome to my corner of misery, traveler. Whatever brings you here, just know you're wasting your time. The weirdness is coming closer every day. Started in the deep woods and now it's almost at our doorstep. Town's slowly emptying. All the smart ones left weeks ago. But now, even if you're trying to get out, good luck with that. The soldiers set up a checkpoint at the gate leading to the main road to Camelot. Now it's blown. They said it was a landslide. Or an avalanche. I don't know. But that was one of the safe routes. Wherever you go, the thicker the weirdness gets. Swallows entire patrols sometimes. 3 Camelotian soldiers disappeared last week. Official story says desertion, but I saw what was left of their gear. Twisted like paper, heavy steel bent like it was cloth. I hunted in those woods for 40 years. And yes, now the trees, they don't stay where they should. Animals speak in tongues. But the truth is, I've got nothing worth protecting. My heart, my flask, my memories. The weirdness can have it all. Might even be an improvement. Worried? I'm 58 years old. Lost my wife to the fever, son to the war, my livelihood to the weirdness. The world's been empty for me for years. The weirdness is just making it official. So I drink. Makes the show more entertaining while it lasts. Well, perhaps there's still some decency left in this dying world after all. You know, I used to be the best hunter in 3 villages. To track a fox through a rainstorm. Now, I can't even trust the forest to stay where I left it. Here, my old bow served me well for 30 years. Not like she used to be now with these shaky hands. But it might just keep you alive out there. The weirdness, doesn't take kindly to visitors, but sometimes speed and a sharp eye make all the difference. Good luck, traveler. If you make it back this way, I'll still be here. Until I'm not. Right. Off you go.
Increased range critical hit chance by 25% when your stamina is below 20%. Range critical chance, so it's like 50% when your stamina is low. Got a high fucking damage on it too. Well, it's crazy. Probably more of a longbow, I would think. Waterworks, huh? Oh. Here. What the fuck? A straw child? The straw father? What the fuck? Get out of here, dog. One o'clock. I gotta call it. Late. Alright, homies and honeys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hitting the like button. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next stream. I'm gonna be out. Have a good day or a good night. Deuces.